you can win $32,000 on the turn of a card on Card Sharks. And if you play your cards right, you can win this beautiful Renault convertible. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bill Rafferty.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you very much. What a nice group. Hello, everybody at home. Welcome again to Card Sharks. Having a lot of fun this week, giving away cars, giving away money, and I don't think there's any reason for us to stop right now. I think it's time for us to get started. Let's meet our lovely dealers. Here they come right now, ladies and gentlemen. Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. You were running. I heard you were I figured, well, you don't know that, but during they have these fuzzy little slippers that they wear when they're backstage, so I figured they were slipping out of the slippers and into the heels.
And out of our robes.
And out of the robes. Okay, ladies, deal out the cards. Let's meet our Card Sharks, please. Here's our champ. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Joe Vandenbush. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and in my spare time, I do volunteer recording at the Braille Institute for blind people.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice of you. Joe is the champ. Joe has $1,790 in his pocket right now. Good for him. And this is our first meeting with Laurie, our challenger. Introduce yourself, Laurie.
Hi, Bill. I'm Laurie Beloga from Loma Linda, California. I'm a housewife and a mother of two.
Mother of two?
Yes.
Interesting. What do you think about our poll group this week? You know, we've got 8 mothers of 10 or more.
And I can't believe they're still standing. No.
Well, anyway, good luck to you, Laurie. Good luck to both my players. And we know you've cut your cards backstage. So I got to remind everybody about our prize cards in the deck. Got a nice trip to Mexico City in there, a Honda motorcycle, cash. There's usually a watch that turns up from time to time. Lots of goodies. All right, let's get started right now. And you heard me mention them. This is game number 1. Lacey's already dealt out the cards. Here comes our audience poll group. We have 8 mothers of 10 or more. Boy, talk about deductions. They got them all right there. All right, let's go right now, Joe. Before the show, we asked these 8 moms, when your kids were growing up, did your home have only 1 bathroom? And you probably had to go next door to use the neighbors, I would imagine. How many of these 8 moms said their home did have only 1?
Well, if many of them only had 1 bathroom, their families must have been pretty close. I would say that they would almost have to have more than 1. I think it's a low number. I'll say 3.
You're going with 3. What do you think, Laurie, higher or lower?
My mother is from a family of 10 from Minnesota. They only had 1 bathroom in their house.
Yeah.
He said 3.
Yes?
I'm going to say lower.
You're going lower than 3. All right. I'm going to agree with Laurie. I think that probably was the case. The actual number of these moms who said their homes had only 1 bathroom is 4. It is not lower, it's higher by more. Well, who are the 4 ladies that had to put up with this? Boy, who is that? Oh, it's Martha again, our cleanliness lady. Martha, what's the story here?
Well, being military-oriented, we had to have a schedule. And if anybody got out of line, well, they had to wait till the end of the line.
You made them stand at attention, I bet, huh?
Right.
Absolutely. I'll bet they wanted to stand at attention anyway. All right, have a seat, ladies. Thank you very much. Here you are, Joe. Let's take a look at this. It's a 6.
Okay. I'm going to say higher than the 6.
Higher than a 6. There's 10.
I'm going to say lower than the 10.
Lower than a 10. There's a 3.
Higher than that.
This is how it happens. Higher or 4?
Higher than the 4.
Higher than a 4. We're talking game number 1.
Oh,
there it
yes.
is. It's amazing when it happens, but it happens. Went to the cards, 1 game down. We'll be back with game number 2 right after this.
Call the scooter store today. I promise no other company will work harder to make you mobile or do more to guarantee your total satisfaction.
For 15 years, we've been telling you how the scooter store provides freedom and independence to people with limited mobility. That's our mission, and I'm passionate about it. Hi, I'm Doug Harrison. My wife Susanna and I started the scooter store with one thing in mind: helping you enjoy life to the fullest. If limited mobility is restricting your freedom, You have the right to know that a new power chair or scooter can help make you mobile again. At the Scooter Store, we believe you have the right to continue to live in your own home and not be forced into a nursing home because of limited mobility. You have the right to move around safely and not be afraid of falling. You have the right to know that power chairs and scooters save Medicare billions of dollars each year by helping people live better. And you have the right to know that if you qualify, Medicare and your secondary insurance may cover the entire cost of your new power chair or scooter. Call the Scooter Store, America's #1 power chair and scooter provider, and let our mobility experts help you reclaim your right to freedom and independence. You can call with confidence, knowing that if we pre-qualify you and your claim is denied, the Scooter Store will give you your new power chair or scooter for free. That's our guarantee. Join the hundreds of thousands of Americans who've regained their freedom and improved their quality of life with a new power chair or scooter from the Scooter Store. Regain your mobility and improve your life. Call the Scooter Store now.
Call 1-800-313-7441 today for your free mobility consultation from the Scooter Store, the nation's largest provider of power chairs and scooters. That's 1-800-313-7441. There's no obligation, so call 1-800-313-7441 today.
Well, if you missed the first game, you probably left the room for 30 seconds because that's what it took. Joe went to the board. Joe knocked off game #1, and that was all there was to that. And Lacey's already dealing out the cards for game #2, and this is a must-win situation for Laurie. Laurie has to do it here, or she is going to be gone. So, Laurie, here's our next question, and it goes to you. Okay. Educated guess. How many popes have there been in this century? How many popes have there been in this century?
Well...
How many people care how many popes there have been in this century?
I have not met one myself. This is going to be a guess. I'll say 26.
26?
Yeah.
What do you think, Joe? Higher or lower?
Well, I think it's going to be lower. I'm Catholic, and I don't think they go through popes that quickly.
No. No, they have a habit of sticking around. I know that. Once you're a pope, always a pope. That's how it is. All right. Laurie says 26. Joe says lower. The actual number of popes there have been in this century is 9. It is lower. It is lower. Tough question for Laurie. I feel bad for her. All right, Joe. Here it is. It's a king. Lower. Lower than a king. A 3. Higher. A motorcycle. Honda motorcycle. That goes on Joe's side of the board right now. There is Susanna putting it up for him. We'll recall this bet again. It is higher than a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3, a 2. Remember when I say it, the prize card jinx rears its head once again. Laurie, you get a free shot, and you've got a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5, a 3. So we go back. Next question goes to Joseph. We surveyed 100 married men, and we asked them, would you rather your wife made $10,000 more than you than $10,000 less than you? How many married men said yes, they would rather their wife made $10,000 more?
Well, I think men have big egos, but when it comes to money, I think they'd rather have the money. I would. I'll say that it would be a pretty high number. I'll say 57.
57. Laurie?
Well, my husband said he wouldn't mind if I made more than he did, just as long as he felt like he was making the money to make all the bills in the house, and mine was just extra. But men's egos are fairly large, and a lot of men don't like their wives to work right now in these days, so I'm going to say lower than 57.
Lower than 57?
Yeah.
I would prefer that my wife made $350,000 more than I made. Man, get out of this silly business for a while. The actual number of married men who would rather their wife made $10,000 more than them is 80. It is not lower, it's higher. It's higher. A lot of smart guys out there. You gotta like that kind of thought. Joe?
Okay, lower.
Lower than a king. 7.
I'm gonna say higher.
Higher than a 7? An 8.
Lower.
Uh-oh. An 8.
I'm gonna freeze right there.
Freeze. Jesus. When they get that far, my instinct is to go for it, but Joe says, no, I'm going to wait it out. And Laurie, this question is for you.
All right.
We asked 100 third grade girls to complete this familiar phrase. Don't put all your eggs in one blank. How many third grade girls knew the correct phrase is, don't put all your eggs in one basket?
Okay, I have a third grade boy. I'm not sure he could answer that. I'm going to say it's right in the middle. I'm going to go 48. 48 could say it.
48. Joe, higher or lower?
I think that's something you pick up at an older age. I think it's going to be lower than that.
Lower than 48? The crowd agrees with you. The actual number of third grade girls who knew the phrase is 6. It is lower. It is lower.
Change that card.
That 8 now becomes a 5.
Higher.
This is for the game, the match, the Honda motorcycle. It is. Laurie, I want to thank you so much for being here. Sorry it didn't do any better than you did do. We have some nice parting gifts for you backstage.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Come on out here, Joe. Congratulations again. Gene, tell him about his motorcycle.
Okay, Bill. It's the Honda Rebel motorcycle with pullback handlebars, teardrop tank, and fat 15-inch rear tire blend perfectly with the low custom 2-piece seat furnished by Honda Santa Monica. Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you, Gene. When we come back after this commercial message, Joe just said to me, now I got to win the car. So who knows what's going to happen. We'll be right back.
Who is Chuck Woolery? His new co-host Shandy Finnessy wanted to know.
Tell me something I don't know about you.
My biggest fear is being attacked by a large calico cat named Skippy.
Get to know the real Woolery. Lingo, coming up next on GSN, the network for games.
Big people, little people, older people, younger people. All kinds of people need medicines but don't have prescription coverage. It's personal to them, so it's personal to us. That's why we offer help at Pfizer Helpful Answers, with all kinds of programs to help all kinds of people get the Pfizer medicines they need. No matter what your age or income, if you don't have prescription coverage, you can save on Pfizer medicines. You may even get them for free, depending on your income. So call us at 1-866-734-5400 to get personal help. One call for your Pfizer medicine and for your family's medicine. Call Pfizer Helpful Answers at 1-866-734-5400 or visit PfizerHelpfulAnswers.com. Because if you don't have prescription coverage, now one call fits all. Pfizer participates in the Partnership for Prescription Assistance, a way to get help paying for your other medicines.
My doctor wanted me to get one of those emergency pendants.
The ones that let you call for help?
And I said, that's not for me. That's for some old person.
But we finally talked my mom into calling ADT.
Then one day I slipped and broke my hip. The pain was terrible, and I couldn't get to the phone. I needed an ambulance, so I pushed the button.
It's okay, Mrs. Anderson. The paramedics are on their way.
It was so good to hear ADT at the other end.
ADT Companion Services. With one touch of a button, you can summon help from anywhere in your home and talk with ADT's trained professionals who can call an ambulance and help with any medical emergency. 1 out of every 3 people over 65 will fall this year. ADT helps you maintain your independence for about $1 a day. Call now and get a free guide for living alone, plus information about ADT Companion Services.
I'm glad ADT could call for help.
So am I.
Protect your independence. Call today for your free booklet and information about ADT Companion Services. ADT, always there.
Take back the game at GSN.com.
Here we are. We're back. The fun begins. Joe is going to go to the money cards, and he's going to make a lot of money, I hope. Yeah. But in addition to all the money he can win, we've added a joker to the deck, and any time that turns up in the money cards, he will have an opportunity to win that fabulous Renault Alliance you see back there. Great car for a bachelor in L.A., let me tell you. And to guarantee him a shot at that car, because he is the champion, we're going to give him a joker, and Lacey's holding it for him right over there. And let's get started right now with the money. Let's give him $200. Come on, Joe, make some money. You got a 5. 200 on a 5.
I'm going to keep the 5 and say 100 higher.
Going to keep the 5. 100 higher than a 5, it is a 2. Got 100 on a 2.
All of it higher.
All of it higher than a 2. It is a 2. That's no win, no loss. It's a push.
All of it higher.
All of it higher than a 2. It is a 10.
Okay.
All right. Let's try and make some money now. You got $200. I want to give you 400 more. You got $600. You got a 10.
I'm going to change it with number 1.
Come on, let's get some cards here. Here we go. This 10 is a 6. 600 on a 6.
300 higher.
300 higher than a 6. It is a 3. 300 on a 3.
All of it higher.
All of it higher than a 3. A 7. Okay. 600 on a 7.
600. I'm going to say all of it higher.
All of it.
I'm going for it.
You're going to go for it. Hey, listen, I kind of agree with the bet. You want to get up there with some money. He's going all of it higher than a 7. You got it.
All right.
Way to do it. Hey, I like that, Joe.
That's right.
You got 1,200. You got to wager at least 6.
All of it lower.
All of it.
All of it lower.
I think you noticed that change, and then the money showed up. He's going all of it lower than a king. No. Anyway, that was tough. I like the way you play. I like the way he plays. He went after it, didn't work out. Let's see what happens now with the car. Here's Lacey with your Joker right now. Let's give it to Joe because this will entitle him a chance to win this brand new Renault.
It's the new 1987 Renault Alliance DL convertible. Comfort, convenience, economy, and efficiency, plus the joy of a power convertible top, powered by a 4-cylinder overhead cam, fuel-injected engine, and 5-speed transmission, furnished by Renault. Good luck, Joe.
We're back. Thank you, Gene. All right, Joe, in front of you are 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. Go find it. Come on.
Okay.
It's going with number 1. That is against the grain. That is, normally people can run up here and they pick the even numbers. And this is, and they get right in the middle. But you're going down here. You're saying it's behind number 1. Any reason?
Just felt it.
You just felt it. All right, let's hope, because you didn't do well on the money cards. I want to see the word car here. No, it is not. All the way down here. It's behind number 7. It was behind number 7. Anyway, $3,540 you have right now. We'll be back with a new challenger right after this.
When I'm under, I don't breathe. I'm weightless. My heart races. I'm floating away. And when it's over, all I think about is doing it again.
Michael Swan is under the influence of his volunteer swim coach. By spending time coaching, he helps Michael stay off the street and off drugs. Be a coach, a mentor, a volunteer, because you have something to offer.
And that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Ow.
Introducing High Protein from Slim Fast. Rich, creamy shakes. Delicious granola bars. Packed with protein. So with exercise, you can burn the fat you don't want and help build the lean muscle you do. New Slim Fast High Protein. Goodbye flab. Hello abs.
House. As a professional chef, I get inspired by foods that just taste better. Like these Eggland's Best eggs. They always taste fresh from the farm. They're flavorful, delicious, perfect.
As a nutritionist, I'm impressed that Eggland's Best have 10 times more vitamin E and 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. In fact, EBs are the only eggs I give my husband, the chef.
Eggland's Best. A perfect marriage of taste
and nutrition.
Hi, Smith from Archives. We've got a little problem that I think you as the head of HR need to know about. It's called Johnson, and it needs to go bye-bye. This gentleman refuses to leave. He's a troublemaker that needs to be...
Kellogg's Toasted Honey Crunch. So crunchy, so honey, so clustery, so good.
You're in on it, aren't you?
Kellogg's Toasted Honey Crunch. Sounds good.
Take back the game at gsn.com.
Let's get started by meeting another challenger. Come on, Stacy. Hello, Stacy.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. Introduce yourself,
My
please.
name is Stacy Riano, and I'm currently a senior at USC, majoring in communication. I'm a member of the Delta Phi Kappa sorority, and I enjoy traveling.
You do enjoy traveling?
Yes, I do.
Majoring in communications, do you want to join the anchor chair community?
Actually, I'd like to go into television production or cinematography.
Cinematography, very good. Well, noble
Somewhere
occupation. We hope you succeed in that.
Thank
You've
you.
cut your cards backstage? All right, let's remind everybody we've got new prize cards in the deck. We've always got some goodies in there. Whoa, this is the first time I've seen this. A trip to Heidelberg, Germany is in the deck. Yeah, very nice trip to Europe. You like travel, Stacy? There's a shot right there.
Definitely.
Let's get started right now with game number one. Lacey's already dealt out the cards, and this question is our audience poll question. A lot of fun with these ladies all week. 8 ladies who have 10 children or more. All right, Joe, this question's for you. Before the show, we asked these 8 moms, have you ever handed down one particular article of clothing all the way from your eldest child to your youngest? How many of these 8 moms have handed down an article of clothing from their eldest child to their youngest?
Well, I think that kids go through a lot of clothes, and mothers know right off not to throw things out. And I think that there's a good chance that something might have made it all the way down. Not a whole lot of things, because after a while, they start to fall apart in the wash, I think. I'd say 2.
2. What do you think, Stacy, higher or lower?
I think that having a baby, you have a lot of sentimental value, and if you buy something of good quality and you want to see it down, I think it's going to be a lot higher, because there's some sentimental value in there.
A little higher than that? With 10 kids, though. 10 kids, I mean, it'd probably start as a sweater and end up as a hat is probably what would happen.
Maybe.
You know, I don't know. All right, the answer Joe gives is 2. Stacy says it's higher. The actual number of these moms who have handed down an article of clothing from their eldest child to their youngest is 4. It is higher. Good moms. Good moms out there. Saving that dollar. Wait, who are the 4 ladies who've managed to achieve this feat? Martha, my pal Martha down here. But tell us what one it was.
Well, a shirt. It's gone from my oldest down, and now it's my grandchildren.
And the grandchildren? Is it?
It's a shirt. It's homemade.
It's a homemade shirt? Did you make it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good for you. Well, you should be proud of that. Obviously, you do good work. It lasted a long time. Thank you very much. Have a seat, ladies. All right, Stacy, take a look at this. It's a 9.
I'm going to go lower.
You can change it.
Okay, change it.
All right. She says change it. It's a 9.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
I said you could change it, but you didn't. But that's okay. Lower than a 9, it is a 4. Higher than a 4, an ace. Lower than an ace, a 7.
Freeze.
It's amazing. I watch their eyes, and they're going to go for it, and the whole crowd goes, freeze! And they go, oh, yeah, freeze. I think I'll freeze. I'll stop right here. All right, next question. That goes to Stacy. If she gets this right, she can change to 7. We surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, do you believe in life after death? How many people said they do?
Okay, I think that reincarnation is a big thing right now, and I think that a lot of people, religiously, they do believe there's life after death. So I think that's going to be a pretty high number. I think about maybe 65 of them believe in reincarnation.
65 believe in life after death. Joe, higher or lower?
I think that, well, life after death, the way you could take it, I could take it as, living in heaven or, not possibly being another life here. But she took it as reincarnation. I'll say a little lower.
Lower than 65. The actual number of people who believe in life after death is 74. It is not lower, it is higher. Interesting. Here you are, Stacy.
Can you change the card, please?
Sure. She wants this 7 to become a king. Lower for game number 1. There it is. Good stuff. Good start. Good for you. Stacy's got 1 game. She wins the next game. She's the new champ. If Joe doesn't win the next game, he is gone in the land of parting gifts. He has to win this next game just to tie it up. And let's get started right now. Lacey's already dealing out the cards for game number 2. And first question goes to Joe. We surveyed 100 college women at UCLA. And we asked them, have you ever had a romantic daydream about one of your professors? How many co-eds admitted they have had a daydream about a professor?
I think when they first come to college, they would get impressed with their professors, but I still think they're more after the younger guys at that point. I'll say that it would be a pretty low number, around 28.
28.
Okay.
Stacy,
I know myself being a student, I know that sometimes girls, they look at their professors and they kind of have them as role models. So I think it's going to be higher than that.
higher than that. The actual number of co-eds who have had a daydream about a professor is 8. It is not higher, it is lower. So, Joe goes to the board first. He takes a look at the card. He's got a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3, it is an 8.
I'm going to go higher.
He goes for it. Higher, a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king, an ace. Boy, I'll tell you something, Joe. You've been living with aces today. You have just had aces up the old... up the old. Stacy, Lazy River. Stacy, here's a card for you. Take a 7.
Can I change it?
No, you can't.
Higher.
Higher than a 7. It is 3. So, as soon as I get my mouth washed out with soap, we'll be back right after this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Extreme Dodgeball, Tuesday nights at 10 on GSN.
Dove thinks you should leave the oil in your hair. Many shampoos contain cleansers that strip good natural oils from your hair, washing the good stuff right down the drain. Dove's new reformulated shampoos help leave essential oils and proteins where they belong, in your noticeably smoother hair. Dove, keep the good stuff.
Attention, diabetic patients with Medicare.
I have diabetes, and testing my blood sugar on my fingers every day is so painful. I wish there were a better way.
Now, there is. With this meter, you can test on your arm with less pain. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Minch, and I've been taking care of diabetic patients for over 30 years. With this new meter, you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. You can test on your arm. It hurts less. Some patients say it doesn't hurt at all. And I'll send you this meter for free when you call and join Diabetes Care Club.
I called and got my meter. Now my fingers don't hurt anymore.
The club will send your diabetes supplies right to your home, and we will bill Medicare. Membership is free, and so is shipping. So call us now.
Call now to get your free diabetes test meter. Call Diabetes Care Club at 1-800-570-2304.
Call now. I'm glad I did.
Does it seem like everyone has their hand out? The mechanic who repaired your car, the contractor who patched your roof, the plumber, the vet. Now you need a hand. If you're a homeowner and you need cash now, call this toll-free number. Merit Financial can get cash in your hands by this time next week. In just 7 days, you could have the cash to catch up on bills and give yourself some financial breathing room. That's right. By this time next week, you could have the cash you need. And Merit makes it easy. You'll have your cash in 7 days. We'll handle the paperwork and deliver it to your doorstep. You can be approved in 10 minutes, even if your credit isn't perfect. You can even skip your next mortgage payment and keep that cash in your hand. So call this toll-free number right now and let Merit Financial give you the hand you deserve. So if it's the gas station, creditors, or the tax man, Merit can help. Here's your cash. Hey, thanks. Now, let's get you a new shirt. Have your cash by this time next week. Call now.
You'll never look at 5-letter words the same way again. Lingo is next. Then it's Match Game and Weakest Link, only on GSN.
We are out of time. We're all going to be here tomorrow. We'll pick it up then. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Someone could win up to $50,000 on GSN with the rolling jackpot. Just sign up for GSN Rewards and request your GSN Rewards number at GSN.com. Then watch Casino Night Fridays from 10 to midnight and look for the winning GSN Rewards number sometime between 10:30 and 11. If you see your number, you have 24 hours to claim your prize. This week's rolling jackpot is $10,000. Casino Night Rolling Jackpot, tonight at 10 starting with Poker Royale, the James Woods Gang versus the Unabombers. Sign up now for GSN Rewards and you could be the next winner.